गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बू फलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। यो देवसवितास्माकं धियो धर्मादिगोचराः प्रेरयेत् तस्य यद्वर्गः तत्वरेण्यम् उपास्महे। So last class we saw first two stanzas. We will repeat once, then we will proceed to third. अथ आदित्य हृदयम् ततो युद्धपरिश्रान्तं समरे चिन्तया स्थितं रावणं चाक्रतो दृष्ट्वा युद्धाय समुपस्थितं दैवतैश्च समागम्य द्रष्टुमभ्यागतो रणम् उपागम्याब्रवीद् रामम् अगस्त्यो भगवान् ऋषिः। Third, राम महाबाहो शृणु गुह्यं सनातनम. Here the Shrinu, we have to pay attention to the Sh. It is a vowel R joins with Shakara. So the vowel has to be pronounced R. That is, you keep your lips like when you say E, but you pronounce U. When you round your lips, you pronounce U. But here you try to pronounce U, but keep your lips wide by side, like in case of E. So it gives you R. So Shrinu is the word. I am telling this because there are sounds Shru also. Shruti, one other name of Vedas, Shruti. There you round your lips, Shru. But here it is Sri. Srinu Guhyam Sanatanam. Rama here is in vocative case Ashtami Vibhakti. When you want to call somebody, you call him by his name or position. So, Hey Rama. Rama here means Hey Rama. Kausalya Supraja Rama Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishta Narasardula Kartavyam Deivamanikam is a verse from Valmiki Ramayana. When Rama was sent along with Vishwamitra Rishi, the Vishwamitra Rishi was waking them up in the morning. It is time to perform your Sandhya. Please wake up. So Rama, without saying, we know he is a regular Sandhya Vandanam doing person. In addition to that, here Agastya asked him to worship Aaditya. Mahabaho, it means who is very powerful. Shrinu, please, or listen. Shrinu, listen. Guhyam, which is secret. Sanatanam, ever lasting. Yena, by which Sarvan Areen. Sarvan, all. Areen, enemies. All your enemies. Vatsa, oh baby, we can say. Samare, in the war. Vijayishyasi, you will win. These are the words and meanings. Sarvan Areen will be combined as Sarvan Areen. In plus A become Na. So totally it will become Sarvan Areen. Other words are as it is. There is no much change. Rama Rama Mahabaho Shrinu Guhyam Sanatanam. Rama Rama Mahabaho Shrinu Guhyam Sanatanam. Yena Sarvanareen Vatsa. Yena Sarvanareen Vatsa. Samare Vijayishyasi. Samare Vijayishyasi. Rama Rama Mahabaho Shrinu Guhyam Sanatanam. Yena Sarvanareen Vatsa. Samare Vijayishyasi. Fourth one. Before that, Hinduism, there is no Christianism, Islamism, I suppose, but there is Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Jainism. The Westerners made them isms. It is believed that people lives east to Sindhu river are called Sindhus. The Westerners, particularly from Gulf countries, Southwest Asia, they are unable to pronounce sa. Like in case of Bengalis, instead of pronouncing vakara, when you pronounce your bottom lips will touch your upper teeth, instead they will say ba. Vedas, they will say Vedas. Vangalam, they will say Bengal. Vivekananda, they will say Vivekananda, and so on. Bengalis and Oriya people also pronounce in that manner. Something like that. Sapta Sindavaha, pronounced by Southwest people, Sapta Hindavaha. So Sindhu river they called Hindu. So people living to the east of Sindhu river are called Hindus. But nowadays it is not true. East of Sindhu river, many religious people are living. Because many people came to our country and occupied our land, and they converted our people into their religion also. So nowadays they are called minorities. So Swami Vivekananda says the Hindu's name is not fitting enough us. So we can be called Vaidikas because we follow Vedas. And particularly Vedanta, so we can be called Vedantins. And more appropriately, we can be called Sanatanis. Because we have a living style, way of living called, which is eternal. So other word for eternal is Sanatana. Whichever was there, whichever is there, whichever will be there, is called Sanatana. So Sanatana Dharmam can be a better word for Hinduism, according to Swami Vivekananda. So Sanatana means eternal. In Gita, 9th chapter also, Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, among the secrets, it is the king. Among the Vidyas, this is the king. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam. So here also, Agastya says, this is very secret. I am revealing for you. By chanting which, you will be defeating all your enemies. So one of the benefits of Aditya Hridaya Stotram is revealed in that third stanza. So now we move to fourth. Aditya Hridayam. We can take the meaning in many ways. The heart of Aditya, that is, which pleases Aditya the most. So Aditya Hridayam, or the secret of Aditya also we can take. Aditya Hridayam, Punyam, by reciting which we will earn lot of punya. Which will counter our papas. Generally, to know good things, great things, we should have punya. Then only we will get good things, happiest things, great things. So this will create, by chanting Aditya Hridayam, you will get punya. Sarva Shatru Vinashanam. All the enemies will be destroyed. Nashanam means destruction. Vinashanam means total destruction, complete destruction. So it is not just for the time being the destruction happens, for eternally it happens. They say disease, enemy, fire, you have to extinguish, destroy it completely. Otherwise it will come back again. So to say, like cancer. So it destroys enemies totally. Sarva Shatru Vinashanam. Jayavaham brings you victory. Akshayam, it is non-destructible. Paramam, which is great, supreme. They say in Hare Krishna, supreme Krishna consciousness. So supreme, Shivam, which brings you Mangalam also. Aditya Hridaya Stotram itself is superior, Mangala, and non-destructible. That way also we can take. Or Aditya Hridayam gives these results. That way also we can take. When Nityam Japet Chet, if you chant this daily, regularly, the Nityam can mean both daily or regularly. In karma, we classify into 5: Nitya karma, Naimitika karma. In Gita, Bhagavan says Niyatam karma, Vihitam karma, and so on. Then Kamya karma. Then Prayaschitta karma. Then Nishiddha karma. So the Nitya Karma can mean whichever we do daily, particularly in that context, that means Vaidika Karmas, which we do regularly, like Agnihotram, Sandhya Vandanam, and so on. It can also mean karmas we do regularly also. Nimitta Karma differs from Nitya Karma. Nimitta means some reason. When there is some reason, we do something. There is a marriage. It is a reason for. It doesn't happen regularly. So it is Naimittika Karma. So when Grahana happens, we do some puja, we do japa. Such things are called Naimittika Karmas. So here also Jape Nityam we can consider whoever chants regularly. For example, Sandhya Vandanam we do 3 times a day. It is also Nitya Karma, but not 1 time a day, 3 times a day. So whichever is done regularly is Nitya Karma. So here Nityam Japet. Regularly one can do japa. Then he can get all these benefits. Jayam, Akshayam, Paramam, Shivam. Or Akshayam, Paramam, Shivam, Punyam, Aditya, Hridayam. Whoever does the japa of it, their enemies will be destroyed. Sarva Satru Vinashanam, Jayavaham. They will get victory also. It will bring victory to him or her, to the person. So now, in this also, not much changes. Aditya Hridayam, 2 words will be combined together. Sarva Shatru Vinashanam will be combined together. In Sanskritam they say Samasa. Jayavaham will be combined together. Then in the case of Japet Nityam, the Takara will change to Nakara because it is followed by Nakara. So Japet will become Japen. So that is the final form. You already have that in your reading. So you need not mark anything. Japen Nityam. Then as we are novice to learning Aditya Hridaya, we will take breath in between. Where there is a virama, that is the vertical line, there only we have to stop, we have to take breath. But as we are novice, we take in between also. So Jape Nityam, we take a breath. So Akshayam, we take as another line. Otherwise, they together can be combined. Im plus A will become Ma. Jape Nityam Akshayam, it will become. That possibly that is the reading you may have in your book. But whatever I am showing to you in the screen sharing, there they have separated it. But it can be written without separation also. So if you have that reading, that is also fine. You may mark because you are taking a breath there, you are splitting that. Aditya Hridayam Punyam. Aditya Hridayam Punyam. Sarva Shatru Vinashanam. Sarva Shatru Vinashanam. Jayavahan Jape Nityam. Jayavahan Jape Nityam. Akshayam Paramam Shivam. अक्षय्यं परमं शिवम् आदित्य हृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनम् जयावहं जपे नित्यम्. Another one note, Jayavaham, there is a anuswara because it is followed by Ja. So it will, anuswara will change to the nasal sound of Chavarga, that is Nya. So Jayavaham jape, in it will become Jayavaham jape nityam Akshayam paramam shivam. Last class we saw there are 12 Adityas. Their names were given in Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. The names are Vivaswan. You will come across those names in Aditya Hridayam also. Vivaswan, Aryama, Pusha, Toshta, Savita. This Savita we saw in last class also. We will see something more about that when it comes again also. Bhagaha, Dhata, Vidhata, Varunaha, Mitraha, Shakraha, Urukramaha. So the Srimad Bhagavatam shloka goes like this. Vivasvanarya Mapusha Toshtatha Savita Bhagaha Dhata Vidhata Varunaha Mitra Shakra Urukramaha. Here the Urukrama will be pointing out Vishnu, the 12th name. 11th name Shakra will pointing out to Indra. And in one Shanti Mantram, which occurs in Taittiriya Upanishad or Krishna Yajurveda, Shanno Mitra Shamvarunaha, Shanno Bhavatvaryama, all the names of Adityas only. Shanna Indro, again Aditya's name. Brihaspatihi, Shanno Vishnuru-rukramaha, again Aditya's name. Namo Brahmane. So you are the Brahman, Parabrahman. Namaste Vayo, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami. And so on. It goes like that. So these are the 12 Adityas names. And in yogasanas, that is, we say Hatha Yoga. There are many varieties of yogas. In Patanjala Yoga, you don't have asana details. There the asana means different thing. Ashtanga Yoga, asana means different thing. But in Yogasana, which is very famous nowadays, which the whole world celebrates by July 21st or so, in that there is one Yogasana called Surya Namaskar. In that Surya Namaskara Yogasana, some people chant these 12 mantras or 13 mantras. There they Generally, they do 12 namaskaras. If it is 13, then 13 mantras. Om Hram Mitraya Namaha. After doing one round of Surya Namaskar. Om Hrim Ravaye Namaha. Om Hrum Suryaya Namaha. Om Hraim Bhanave Namaha. Om Hraum Gagaya Namaha. Om Hraha Bhushne Namaha. Om Hram Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. Om Hrim Marichaye Namaha. Om Hrum Aadityaya Namaha. Om Hraim Savitre Namaha. Om Hraum Arkaya Namaha. Om Hraha Bhaskaraya Namaha. If there is a 13th one, then Om Savitra Surya Narayanaya Namaha. So to remember this easily, you may have it in this way, like you have it in Dashopanishad. Ishakena kata prashna mundaga mandukya aitareya taitriya chandokya brigadaranyakam. 10. Like Vibgr, you remember. All silver teacups, all sign can Kosikan. Like that, you can remember this also. Mitra Ravi Surya, Bhanu Gaga Bhushna, Hiranyagarbha Maricha Aditya, Savitra Arka Bhaskara. In that way, it will be easier for you to remember. As Surya Aditya has a name Ravi, when the month switches, for example, now it is a Kumbha Ravi, when it switches to Meena Ravi, in Panchanga they will write Meena Ravi from this time onwards. Originally, the month starts from that time only, because that is the exact time when sun crosses that Rashi. So in Panchanga, they put Meena Ravi, Kumbha Ravi, Mesha Ravi, and so on. We saw the Gayatri Mantram is called Gayatri Mantram because it is in the Gayatri Chandas. But when you say Sahasranamam, that means Vishnu Sahasranamam. When you say Gita, that means Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In that way, when you say Gayatri, that shows Savitri Mantram or Brahma Gayatri or Surya Gayatri. When you chant Gayatri of other devatas, then you have to mention Rudra Gayatri, Kartikeya Gayatri, Ganapati Gayatri, and so on. So, this Savitri word comes from who gives birth to. Savita means who gives birth to. So you may be very familiar with these words, Prasava, Prasuti. In Gita it comes Suyate cha Characharam. So Savita means who gives birth to. By the way, the Savita word means it is a masculine noun in Sanskrit. Though there are ladies having the name Savita, it is a masculine name according to Sanskritam. So there is a shloka also which is equivalent to Gayatri. Like in the Hare Krishna, they changed the Kalichandrana Upanishad Mahamandram to first line second, second line first. Original Mahamandra in Kalichandrana Upanishad taught by Brahma to Narada is Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Here also you note Rama, short form, Krishna, short form, not Rama, Krishna, because they are in vocative case, eighth case, Sambodhana Pratham. So you should not lengthen the vowel, last vowel. So because there are people who say Vedic mantra should not be chanted by some people. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, possibly that may be the reason. He changed the first line to second line to first line. He started with Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So the movement name became Hare Krishna. So Gayatri Mantram also has a shloka form. Yo deva savitasmakam dhiyo dharmadigocharaha prereyetasya yadvargah tatvarenyam upasmahe. In that way. And this Aaditya Hridayam we saw in the last class. It is in the 104 according to Gita Press, 104th Sarga. But there are different readings. According to Mantra Pushma of Ramakrishna, it is 113 Sarga. But there is a variation also, it seems, in Tamil Nadu, 107th Sarga. But in every variation, we have Aditya Hridayam, Stotram. So, it is very much part of Valmiki Ramayana, we can understand. So that is one thing more about Aditya. So now let us move to 5th shloka. Sarva Mangala Mangalyam. In North India, they have Lakara. In South India, they have Lakara also. So in South India, they will pronounce Mangalam. North India, they pronounce Mangala. But means the same. Sarva Mangala Mangalyam. Which is auspicious, most auspicious. Auspicious, too auspicious, that is most auspicious. Sarva Mangala Mangalyam. Sarva Papa Pranashanam. Sarva all, Papas. Pranashanam. Nashanam means which destroys. Pranashana means totally destroys. There are some contexts we use the pra to mean prakarshena, completely. When we cook, it is sadam. When we offer it to Bhagavan, then it becomes prasadam. So there are some contexts where the pra mean prakarshena. Here also it takes that meaning. It may have different meaning also in different contexts. So here it totally destroys our all papas. So, the Aaditya Hridayam chanting not only destroys our enemies, it also destroys our inner enemies, papas. Maybe they are Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. 6 enemies according to Gita and other texts. So, Sarva Papa Pranashanam. Due to some rule that Na will become Na, which you need not bother much. Chinda Shoka Prashamanam. Shoka, worry. Prashamanam. Shamanam means which pacifies. Prashamanam means totally, completely pacifies. Chinda, the brooding, came out of due to worries. The brooding due to worries were totally, completely pacified. Chinda, Shoka, Prashamanam. Here we take a breath, so we stop with Im. Then the next word starts with Ayuhu. When we, without taking breath, if we chant, then the Im will join with A, then it will become Ma. Ayuhu means life, lifespan. Vardhanam, which increases. Ayur Vardhanam. Ayuhu, Ayurveda we know. Ayus, then it becomes Ayur in some context. In some context it becomes Visarga. Generally the original form of Visarga will be Is, Sa, Sajushoho, Ruhu. By that it will become Repa, Ir. Then if there are more rules, it will change to other forms. It is like a chameleon or chameleon. Like our politicians who switches to parties. This Visarga is also like that. We saw in first word Tataha, there it becomes Tato. Then second line, second word Agrataha will become Agrato. Then Daivataihi Cha, there it became Daivadaischa. Then Drashtum Abhyagataha, it became Abhyagato. Then Agastyaha, second line, Agastyaha, it became Agastyo. In Rishihi, it didn't become anything because it is the last Viramaha, Avasanam. The vertical line is called Viramaha, which occurs in the end. Kar Avasanayoho Visarjaniyaha. When it Visarga occurs in the end, you have to pronounce as it is. There is no change. So here, Ayuhu will become Ayus. If it is followed by no hard letters, then it becomes Ayur. Other than A and A, the Visarga generally changes to Repa, Ayur. So Ayurvedam. In Yajurvedam also. Yajus, when we say Rig Yajus Sama Adarvana. If it is followed by Sa, Yaju will become Yajus. But if it followed by Veda word, then it will become Yajur Veda. So here, because it is followed by Vakara, it becomes other than hard letters. So it becomes Yir, Ayur, Vardhanam, it will become. Then Vardhanam, Im will join with U, became Mu, Ayur, Vardhanam, Uttamam. Uttamam, very great, supreme, and so on. Sreshta, meaning it gives. This Aditya Hridayam is Uttama Stotram, and it gives all auspicious things, most auspicious one. Then it destroys all our papas. It pacifies our worries, our brooding due to worries. Then it increases our ayus. So ayus increases means you become healthy. That is the meaning. It increases your health. So such greatness this Aditya Hridaya Stotram has. Sarva Mangala Mangalyam, Sarva Mangala Mangalyam, Sarva Papa Pranashanam, Sarva Papa Pranashanam, Chindashoka Prashamanam, Chindashoka Prashamanam, Ayurvardhanamuttamam, Ayurvardhanamuttamam, Sarva Mangala Mangalyam, Sarva Papa Pranashanam, Chindashoka Prashamanam, Ayurvardhanamuttamam. Sixth one. We may complete the class with this sixth one. Rashmi Mantam. Rashmi Mat is the word like Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. There are two pratyayas, affixes called Mat. Mat generally denotes one who has. Shri Mat, one who has Shri. Buddhi Mat, one who has Buddhi, intellect. Gunavat, one who has Guna, character. So Vat or Mat both means the same. According to the context, they may change, interchangeably used. The Mat will become Man, Srimati in female, feminine gender. Masculine gender, it will become Shriman. Buddhimati, Buddhima, Buddhiman. Gunavati, Gunavan. So, Rashmi Mat, which has the rays. Then in the second, Rashmi Man will be first vibhakti, first case, Prathama vibhakti. Rashmi Mantam will be Dvitiya vibhakti, second case. Rashmi Mantam, one who has rays, bright rays. Samudyantam, one who is always ready or always rises sharp in the morning. Deva Asura Namaskritam, worshipped by Deva, Asuras and all. If Deva, Asuras themselves are worshipping, what to talk about human beings? So here, Deva, Asura, I don't know what is in your place. In Tamil Nadu, there is a divisive groups on the work to bring disharmony in the society, they claim devas and asuras are two different species, Aryans and Dravidians. These Aryans always attacked Dravidians and so on. Those idiots don't know these devas and asuras are siblings. I hope last class I told you there is a Kashyapa Maharishi by whose name Kashmir comes. The Kashyapa Maharishi married to Daksha Prajapati's daughters. Among them, first one is, elder one is Aditya. Her sons are called, known as Adityas. Another one is Diti. Her sons are known as Daityas. Another one is Tanu. Her sons are called Tanavas. They are otherwise known as Rakshasas, demons, and so on. But you must know they are all siblings who has the same father, but mothers are different. Kashyapa Maharishi is their father. Aditi, Diti, Tanu, and so on are their mothers. So generally they learned Vedas. Ravana learned all 4 Vedas to pacify Shiva. He chanted Samagana. He sang Samagana. So he knows Vedas well. He is a Brahmana also, by the way. But Rama is not the Brahmana. He is from Kshatriya. So there are people to confuse us, take advantage in our confusion. So we should not yield to them. So devas and asuras all are worshipping you. Aditya, Surya, sun is worshipped by devas and asuras. Vivasvantam. Vivaswan, we already saw in the 12th name. Vivaswan is one name. Vivasvat, one who has the brilliance, light. So who has Vivaha, brilliance, is Vivasvat. So first case, Prathama Vyakti will be Vivaswan. Second case will be Vivasvantam. So Vivasvantam. Bhaskaram. Bha means again light. Karaha, who creates light. Bhaskaraha. Diva Karaha, who creates the day. Dina Karaha, who creates the Dina also is day in English. So Bhaskaraha, who creates light. The Bharatha also came from this Bha only. Bha means light. Light denotes knowledge. So a country, a nation which revels Rathaha, which revels in Jnana, knowledge, is Bharata. So there are people who say, because it is ruled by Bharata, it is called Bharata. But all the Bharatas came in between. When Treta Yuga came, when Rama took birth, one Bharata came. When Chandra Vamsa came in, after Surya Vamsa, then there was a king Dushyanta. Dushyanta and Sakuntala, they had a son called by the name Bharata. So they all came later. Even before that, our place is known as Bharata Varsha. Bharata in Sankalpa Mandra, they chant Bharatavarshe, Bharatakande, Meroho, Takshne, Parshve, Jambudvipe, and so on. So, Jnanattile, Paramonattile, and so on. There is a song by Mahakavi Subramanya Bharati. So, which revels in knowledge. Veda, Vid means Jnana, knowledge, wisdom. So, if there is a nation which revels in wisdom, knowledge of God, Bhagavan, then that is Bharata. Then Bhuvane Ishwaram, Bhuvaneshwaram. Bhuvana means world or cosmic world, we can say. Ishwaram means Lord, Lord of the world. Bhuvane Ishwaram. Generally, the Anuswara will change to, if there is Kachada Tapa, change to its nasal form. When Bha comes, you don't see the difference. When other Vargas comes, Kachada Tapa, Kachada Ta, you will see the change. So here, though the Anuswara comes, you don't see much change. So the chanting, reciting will be Rashmi Mantam Samudyantam, Rashmi Mantam Samudyantam, Devasura Namaskritam, Devasura Namaskritam, Pujayasva Vivasvantam, Pujayasva Vivasvantam, Bhaskaram Bhuvaneshwaram, Bhaskaram Bhuvaneshwaram. You please worship, Pujayasva. You please worship Aditya, who is Rashmi Mandam, Samudhyandam, Devasura Namaskritam, Vivasvandam, Bhaskaram, Bhuvaneshwaram. You worship such Aditya, O Rama. Rashmi Mandam Samudyantam, Devasura Namaskritam, Pujayasva Vivasvantam, Bhaskaram Bhuvaneshwaram. I think we may stop here. If you have any question or doubt, you may ask. Any opinion also? If nothing, we will stop with the prayer. Okay. I will say some sentences. You may complete it with saying Tathastu. Tathastu means let it be so. Tatha astu, let it be so. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. Let the people live happily. Samasta sanmangalani santu. Let there be auspiciousness for them. Asya dharmasya uttarottarabhivruddhirastu. Let there be flourishness for our Sanatana Dharma. Raja dharmiko vijayi bhavatu. Let our ruler be dharmic and successful. Desho yam nirvatravo astu. Let there be no disturbance for our nation. either from outside enemies or from enemies within. Nir ubatravo astu. Santya etasishas santu. Let there be blessings of great people for us. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet, asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritangamaya. Om shanti shanti shanti. हरिः ओम तत्सत्. सर्वं ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु.